Hello there, thanks for joining me again. A big welcome to you if you're new to my channel. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe and hit the little red bell and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. This morning I'm going to be talking about hypnotherapy, a subject that a lot of people are a bit confused about, and perhaps we can get a bit of clarity on it and discuss it, and it might be something that interests you. I studied hypnotherapy in the United Kingdom in 2005. I studied and I qualified there. I've always been very interested in how our minds work, and once I started studying the subject, I just became more and more interested. But it very quickly became evident to me that our subconscious minds are an absolute powerhouse. We tend to take it for granted that every single thing that we do is controlled by our subconscious mind. For instance, when we walk, we don't have to consciously tell one leg to go in front of the other. We learn to do this when we're babies. Our subconscious minds now know how to do this. It's deeply embedded in our subconscious mind. And when you get up, you just walk, because you know how to do it. Your subconscious mind remembers how to do it. I find this quite incredible. By the same token, if you know that there's something that you don't know how to do, for instance, you know perhaps that you can't tap dance or you can't play the piano, and because you know that, you can't do it. If your subconscious mind, through hypnotherapy, had the idea embedded in it that you could play the piano, obviously you would have to imagine yourself doing this. You would have to go over the keys and the notes many times. You wouldn't just automatically know something that you'd never been taught, but you could learn to do it. And because it would become deeply embedded in your subconscious mind, you would take it for granted that you do know how to do it, and you would become very good at it. Perhaps you've witnessed a child in a family that's been told that they are not the sporty one. Do you really think that child is ever going to achieve anything on the sports field? No, he or she is not, because they know that they're no good at sport. They've already been told over and over. So how could they possibly think that they could achieve anything? A wife who is constantly told by her husband that she's a bad housekeeper, she's much more likely in company to make a joke about her housekeeping. That would be the easier way for her to deal with the fact that she had accepted that she was a bad housekeeper. You wouldn't find a woman who's been told over and over and over again what a bad housekeeper she is actually arguing about it. She's much more likely to accept it and just make a joke about it. I have an example in my own family of this scenario. I was always told growing up how creative I was. I could supposedly draw and paint, all the things that I actually couldn't really do. I had to learn to do them as I got older. And my sister was told that she was the practical one. The end result is that as adults today, I do paint and I create and I draw, and she's the one who makes everything happen. She is the practical one. If you need something done, she's your go-to girl. And why? Because she was always told that that's what she could do. And I was always told that this is what I could do. I have tried a few times over the years to encourage her to join me in some creative activity, but it's a waste of time. She knows deep in her subconscious mind from years and years and years of being told that I'm the creative one, not her. I'm going to be starting a new series on hypnotherapy. I'm going to be dealing with issues such as the inability to lose weight, the inability to stop a bad habit, finding ways of feeling better about yourself and more positive about your life, ways of stopping that bad habit that you've had for years and years and you just can't break, and many, many more issues. I must be clear that hypnotherapy is nothing like the stage show that you might have seen or heard about that takes place on a stage by a hypnotist, and he ends up getting people to cluck cluck chickens or dance around without knowing what they're doing. It is absolutely nothing like that. Hypnotherapy is for a positive outcome. There's nothing magical or mystical or spiritual about it. It is simply a way of getting new ideas and thoughts and behaviors into your subconscious mind. We've already discussed how your subconscious mind just automatically does what it's been taught to do over and over again. Now you need to get some new thought patterns going in your subconscious mind. And to do this, you will have to listen repeatedly to whatever session you decide you'd like to take part in. This will take 2 or 3 weeks of listening to every day, because it's all about repetition. If that's repeated to you every day for 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to become so embedded that that will become the new you. Another thing that I'd like to be clear about is that during hypnotherapy, you are completely aware of your surroundings at all times. You're completely in control. At no time are you in any deep trance that you have no control over. At any time, you can stop the procedure, open your eyes if they had been closed, and call it quits. You are in control every step of the way. I personally have seen the most incredible improvements take place in people. People who've had hypnotherapy sessions with me, who've been battling to deal with an issue, perhaps an abuse in the past perhaps, or just something as simple as giving up smoking or trying to lose weight, or whatever other habit it might be that you're trying to change, or behavior pattern that you're trying to change. I've seen the results. And best of all, it's not just a temporary change. Once the change is made in your subconscious mind, once it's been accepted that this is how you behave from now onwards, that's where it stays. It doesn't change back again. That's with you forever. I'd love to hear your feedback on this, your feedback on hypnotherapy, if you have any experience in your past of hypnotherapy and what that was like. And perhaps you can leave me some comments on any issues that you would like me to deal with, and I definitely will try my best to deal with those. So I look forward to starting the series with you, and I do hope you'll join me. Please remember, if you haven't yet, to subscribe, and you'll be notified if you hit the little red bell every time I upload a new video. Have a wonderful week, and thank you for joining me. Bye for now.